I want to welcome you all and thank you for coming. I'm Sally Wilson, and this is John Kelsey, my husband and my partner in crime, in design. And we work together and have been working together for about 35 years.
I want you to stop and think a little bit about our English heritage and what you think, what are some of the things that come to mind when you think of Paris and France and French style. You know, it's the city of lights. It's wonderful, it's romantic. What do we get when we go to London? We get fog. You know, the Parisians are sexy, they're romantic. You know, we New Englanders, we come from hardy stock. We're practical, we're pragmatic, we're stoic. You know, the French, they've turned food and wine into a high art form and high style. Our English heritage and history tells us food is fuel. Samuel Adams' beverage of choice was hard cider. And the French, French architecture, very dramatic, sometimes overly so it would appear or feel to many of us, particularly compared to what we would see in our high-style homes of the same era in this country. You know, much more reserved, much more restrained, very refined, but a completely different kind of energy was being communicated to you as a person when you come into the room, particularly as a designer. And to me, the essence of French style actually is the freedom and the joy with which they express themselves architecturally. You know, you look at the gilding and the painting in the ceiling and the chandelier, the damask wall covering, the parquet floor. I mean, this all just turns into this wonderful, yummy melange of visual stimuli. If you're going to do French style, you've got to make sure the stair is right. And which means
what's not to like?
What's not to love? I mean, what's not to love? I mean, you know, if it's good for Marie, it's good enough for me too. But stone curb, the wrought iron balusters, handrail, although sometimes we would see wood, the gilding, the bronze.
Yeah, but don't gloss over the fact that this is a stone curb. I mean, take a look at what you see everywhere you go in Boston. It's a wood stair, and it has a wood stringer, I guess. Is that right?
The stringer is exposed.
And it's exposed, and you'll see your steps go up like this. You don't see anything here but a big curving line.
My memory and my impression of English paneling is that it's fairly simple, it's fairly straightforward. There may be one or two panel profiles, and that's it. Again, restrained, you know, quite, for lack of a better word, reserved. Here, in this picture, there are 4 different profiles and an absolutely incredible door jamb. They all have shapes, curves in them. They're very dynamic, full of energy. And we get a better look at it here. You know, a lot of relief, a lot of shadow lines, interesting things being done with paint to pop and give the panel, this raised panel, actually a little more depth and a little more energy. This little piece, that actually returns underneath and then comes back out and around. You get this wonderful shadow line, adds real richness and depth to the paneling that you see from afar and up close. And look at here, there's an old French pattern book, page from an old French pattern book. English pattern books, these profiles you just don't see. So again, there's something very special about how the French were doing their paneling that makes it different.